Hello, my name is Alan Lieberoff and my nickname is Big Al. Welcome to www.savingamerica.com. This is a 12-minute video that will help you and our country tremendously. SavingAmericaWithBigAl.com is a byproduct of my latest ebook, Making It On Your Own Big Time. But we'll talk about that later. There are many things we can do to restore the American economy. However, the crux of the matter is we are outsourcing too much of our manufacturing to other countries. They are eating our lunch, leaving too many Americans out of work and not being able to pay their bills or pay their taxes. As reported, today the United States has a negative trade balance of $643 billion. In other words, we buy more from other countries than we sell. On the other hand, China has a positive trade balance of $184 billion. They sell way more to other countries than they buy from other countries. We can no longer exist under these conditions. I am not saying we should stop outsourcing all of our manufacturing. I'm saying we have to have a level playing field. Much of our outsourcing to other countries is manufactured under slave-like working conditions. In China, the average factory worker works 60 to 80 hours a week and receives approximately $50 a month for all this work. In addition, we also farm out manufacturing to Bangladesh, India, Somalia, and other countries with slave-like working conditions. Or another way to put it, substandard working conditions. So what should we do? The answer is selected and flexible tariffs as follows. I'm going to use the word widget to represent manufactured products. We now need an index, and an index is something used to compare things. In baseball, the index are home runs. The team with the most home runs wins the game. In football, the team with the most touchdowns, they win the game. So for an index in this discussion, we will use a modest but decent 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. Now let us say an American worker who works in a widget factory making widgets, works 40 hours a week and can afford 50% of this 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. Now, let us say that the widget worker in China can only afford 10% of this modest house. So we then say, how much does this worker have to make in a 40-hour week to afford this house? We then calculate this and add it on as a tariff. Now we have a level playing field. If China or similar countries raise their per-hour wages and now their workers can afford 50% of this modest house we just discussed, we will withdraw the tariff because now we all compete with each other fairly. Now here's what we must do immediately. Everyone, go to your computer and Google in "Who's my congressperson?" Google will ask you to type in your address with zip code. In a few moments, the name of your congressperson and his or her email address will appear. So just type in the following. Dear Mr. or Miss Congressperson, use their real name, I want you to put tariffs on merchandise entering this country that was made in other countries under substandard working conditions and pay. If these tariffs are not in place when you run for re-election, I absolutely won't vote for you. Sincerely, and then print your name. Type in your name, and also tell them to go to this website, www.savingamericawithbigal.com. Follow the same steps with the senator that represents you. In addition, contact President Obama via Google and send him the same message. If millions of Americans do this, our economy will be booming again. And I just want to remind you, American soldiers didn't die in the Revolutionary War, World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Mideast War to build up China. In addition, I want to tell you, China supported North Korea in the Korean War and still supports them now. How many American soldiers have to die in battle until our government gets it right? And please note, I accept the fact that entrepreneurs have created the businesses in America. But it was the American soldier who created and protected America so that entrepreneurs could start businesses in this country. And when these soldiers are looking for jobs, they should have jobs with decent pay and decent working conditions. Today, American soldiers are returning from the Mideast War after 5 tours of duty and cannot find jobs. Many are sleeping in the streets. Now, I'd like to suggest new rules for Congress. I feel that all new bills should have no more than 20 pages. They must be presented to the public before Congress votes on it. And they can view this, these 20 pages, on a website that the government can build. We're all familiar with websites. You're looking at a website now. Now, if Congress insists on more than 20 pages, that's fine. But they must take an exam to prove that they understand that new bill. If they receive a score of less than 85%, they flunk this exam and they cannot vote on the bill. If you have any questions or comments about this website, go to the attached blog with your questions or comments, and I will get back to you. And now about my latest ebook, Making It on Your Own Big Time. The subtitle is Create Your Own Future and Create a New World. This book sells for $9.95. That's the price of going into a movie or purchasing a medium pizza. And this is a perpetual book. As new opportunities occur in an ever-changing economy, you will receive these opportunities at no extra charge. It'll be shot right from me, right on your desktop. You can also download it not only on your desktop but on your Kindle or similar machine. This book contains numerous self-employment opportunities in numerous financial endeavors, from realistic opportunities in the entertainment field, the journalism field, the fast food field, and there are also many opportunities for school teachers, lawyers, accountants, and engineers. I would like you to Google my name into the internet to check on my credibility to write and promote this book. My first name is Allen, A-L-L-E-N, and my last name is Lieberoff. That's L-I, E as in ever, B as in boy, E as in ever again, R as in Robert, O, F as in Frank, F as in Frank again. Then go to my book website, which is www.makingitonyourOwn.biz. That's B as in boy, I, Z as in zebra. Now, the first 3 to 4 pages are free. They describe the book and give you the names of all of the chapters. About 1 minute after these pages show up on your computer, you will see the Network Solutions icon appear in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. This icon assures you of the safety of this website and the safety of your money, which is $9.95. If you choose to purchase this book via your computer, scroll down to I agree and click on it, and you will have the opportunity to pay for it via PayPal or your favorite credit card. My previous books have been published by Prentice Hall and Simon & Schuster. I would like to tell you why this ebook is so important. Many of the endeavors in this book can help a college student finance his or her own way through college, and after graduation, further develop this business into a full-time, lucrative business and profession. Another consideration. We all have to realize that we can no longer work 65, until we're 65, and then start collecting Social Security checks for the next 20 years or more. And, we may have to work a lot longer than our parents and our grandparents. However, in this case, You don't want to have to depend on employers to pay you well and also to be nice to you. You may have already realized that many employers can be very brutal to you. In addition, we must also consider the reality that you can eventually suffer from chronic disease such as heart trouble, high blood pressure, diabetes, where you may have to take several rest periods during the day. And a lot of employers get very angry when you do this. If you are your own boss, you can always hire a couple of extra part-time employees that can allow you to take several rest periods during the day and more than just one vacation a year. In addition, there are many tax deductions that you can make when you own your own business. And most important, when you own your own business, you can't get fired. This book has also, or if you're really tired out, you can sell the business for a nice profit. Now, I want to mention this book also has chapters on a great health care program, which I developed. I've showed it to a number of people, and they're all for it. It's the fairest health care program that I think this country can have. Also, there's a chapter on fair business practices for all Americans. Also, there's a chapter on owning a retail store and being able to compete with the big discount stores in our country. And also, as mentioned, there's new rules for Congress, our Mideast policy, utilizing our soldiers who fought bravely in the Mideast, and now when they come back, they are unemployed. And one of the most in chapters I am proud of is how to prepare yourself to become President of the United States. It's all in there, folks. And I want to mention that the first 100,000 books sold, $2 for each book sold, will go into a fund to help our recent war veterans to start their own security business to assist police officers in large and small communities to make that community a lot safer than it is now. After 100,000 ebooks are sold, $3 per book will go into this fund. I will now review what I feel is one of the most important chapters in this book, the importance of believing in God. We all have problems and frustrations. To handle them, you can go to God or a psychiatrist. God is cheaper. God can inspiring you and strengthen you through good clergymen and clergywomen in many churches and synagogues throughout the United States. So select a good church or synagogue and try to attend at least twice a month. If possible, once a week would be great. After about 6 months, you will feel stronger, braver, and more sure of yourself. Good clergy people are like good athletic coaches. They can create winners. I want to thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the book. I know it can help you tremendously. God bless all of you. Thank you.